what I'm going to do is take a look at that cloud up there and see that blue spot, see that circle, the gray on the top, on the open spot. Then you go down to the bottom, and then you have another blue spot right there. Okay, so I'm going to do a Panama Canal. I'm spinning energy in a way that charges. Does that make sense? I don't take energy away from there. I spin energy in a way that charges and set up a vortex, and I connect my vortex with that vortex. Take a look at that now. I took this vortex and I put it up there, and then I just breathed into it. Notice it started to open up again. See it? And so I created that bridge of energy between them.
Hey guys, Rob here with McDojoLife, and the crazy person you just got done watching who thinks that he can move clouds with his mind goes by the name of Dr. John Law Tourette. That's right, like the syndrome. And while he doesn't have Tourette syndrome, he definitely does enjoy letting the expletives fly.
I don't have to be a dumb I don't have to do what anybody in the world tells me to do. Go wherever you want to on the planet. It doesn't matter. I mean, we're all dumb.
While he does cuss quite a bit, so do I, but the cussing that stood out to me the most was this post that he made about me. Just curious, folks, who is this piece of this piece of human garbage who calls himself McDojoLife? Email me privately on Messenger if you know about him. Thank you. It is I am he. I am the human piece of I get it. He's mad at me for calling him out on his I understand, it happens all the time. People get quite upset when I say, hey, you can't actually move things with your mind. The ultimate irony here to me is a guy who claims that he has psychic abilities couldn't somehow magically find the button labeled email on my Instagram to message me. I'm easy to find. Dr. Tourette posted that up as a response of me posting this video on my social media accounts. Virtually identical. Dr. Tourette posted that video and many videos just like it as some type of an example of striking skill. He took it so seriously, he in fact gave himself the name Speedmaster, which is not really a nickname that you probably want to go by in the bedroom. Hey baby, you want to take a ride on the Speedmaster?
12 seconds later.
Oh God, I swear this never happens. Tell anyone I kill you. According to his videos, he has a PhD in sports psychology. He's a 10th degree grandmaster, a founder of I Chi Mu Kempo, is an energy attack Qi Kung master trainer, and developer of speed hitting, speed kicking, and speed fight warrior Qi Kung for combat and combat damak.
The hell is a Dimak? Death touch.
But something that seems to be missing that I can't seem to find any proof or evidence of whatsoever is that he claims to have over 18 black belts.
I've trained a lot of places in the United States and have black belts in a whole bunch of styles. I would tell you I have black belts in 18 systems, but people think I'm lying, so I don't have black belts in 18 systems, but I do.
Now, is that possible for him to have 18 black belts? Sure. It's just highly unlikely. But the more obvious reason why that is highly unlikely is because he seems to be an absolute crazy person who believes that he has psychic abilities like we showed at the very beginning of this video. So that in itself makes whatever he says more unlikely to be true. Another thing that makes it quite difficult to take anything that man says seriously is the fact that he sells something called the Kahuna energy disc, which he claims is the #1 energy psychic tool.
Kahuna energy disc is a special disc that you wear in your front pocket, and it actually changes the frequency and the vibrations of energies going in and out of your body, so you have less susceptibility to colds, any type of illness, bacteria, or viruses. I've been wearing one of these in my pockets now for 7 years. I haven't got sick in the last 7 years.
But wait, there's more.
Instantly boost your immune system. Instantly boost your root chi. Instantly help kills colds. Instantly focuses your 9 energy systems of the body so they work more efficiently, faster, and better for your awareness, your health, and your vitality. It helps ground your body's energies with the earth's energies. It helps recharge your body's energies with the proper earth energies.
He also claims that if you put it in a very specific place, you'll have a much different result.
Close your eyes, okay, and hold. Good. Put this under your balls and hold. It's an automatic psychic energy shield, but only if it's under your balls.
See, me personally, what I like to do is take the Kahuna energy disc and I place it under my armpit like so, and it will immediately give you erections that are, oh my god, it's too big. Earlier we talked a little bit about how he gave himself the nickname Speedmaster. We talked about earlier as well that that's not necessarily a nickname that you want in most circumstances, but it's what he chose. On top of that, he gave himself another nickname, calling himself the Mind Master. I'm assuming the reason he gave himself the second nickname, Mind Master, was so that way whenever he was selling his psychic courses, it would kind of make him seem a little bit more legit. As legit as you could possibly be, believing you had psychic abilities, that is.
What we have is the dark side of psychic skills ESP training. Pretty much hottest and most highly requested materials ever developed by anyone out there in the psychic field. I had a lot of fun out there playing around with ladies with this stuff, and it's pretty much, I could date anyone I wanted 6 or 7 times pretty much a week, so I always had a different girl if I chose to.
There's a lot of secrets here that no one wants you to know about. This is some of the most advanced, powerful stuff on the planet.
That's right, that goddamn energy disc. That's right, you too can actually pay this man for a seminar to be brainwashed by him into believing you have psychic abilities, which you don't, and neither does he. Other than the crazy of him speaking in that video, what really stood out to me was this guy. You see, this guy appears in a lot of the doctor's videos, and he looked extremely familiar to me, but for the life of me, I could not remember where I saw him from. Maybe if I use the Kahuna energy disc on the other armpit, that will help me remember. Oh god, not again. Oh god, there's 2 now. I did notice that 3 out of the 4 channels on YouTube that host Dr. John Law Tourette's content have the name Jack William in them. Then, without any help whatsoever from the Kahuna energy disc, I realized where I saw him from.
See a piece of paper?
You see that video that I just showed you guys, I got sent a ton on Instagram, and I've been seeing that guy on Dr. John Law Tourette's videos for years. I just never made the connection. On Instagram, the guy goes by the name Jack Tower, which seems like a completely made up name, but it could be legit. But it's also confusing because on YouTube, he seems to be going by Jack William. Now, besides helping out Dr. John Law Tourette sell psychic programs and sell the Kahuna energy disc, Jack now seems to be selling a weight loss program. I'll give Jack a little bit of credit here. It seems like, at least on the surface and what he's showing people, the weight loss program actually works. Now, I do have to take that a little bit with a grain of salt, considering the guy was trying to sell psychic courses. Plus, he himself seems to be in pretty good shape and has claimed that he has lost a substantial amount of weight doing the program. On that note, I've never been able to find a before photo of him actually being overweight, so I'm not exactly sure how true that is, but it's possible. With that said, I will never condone him slapping a kid in the face. I mean, what exactly does that prove to the kid other than you're a dick? Now back to his instructor. Recently, I posted this video about him on Instagram.
Hello, I'm Dr. John M. Tourette. I'm the founder of Secrets of Speed Hitting. I would tell you I have black belts in 18 systems, but people think I'm lying, so I don't have black belts in 18 systems, but I do. We might teach you how to do something like that, which is 4 hits. Why should you listen to me? Well, I already told you how good I am. This will now put dynamite into your punches. dumb fuck. Thank you very much. This is Dr. John Tourette, 10th degree black belt from the backwoods of Oregon.
Shortly after posting that video, somebody left a comment in the comment section that I found very engaging and actually made me think full circle about the way I process Lineage. Check out the comment. This guy just passed away. This guy is no joke. He is not fake. I'm 100% not joking. He is an Ed Parker black belt and an Al Tracy black belt. I've learned a lot from this guy. To me, that's a very interesting comment because clearly this particular man has impacted somebody in somewhat of a positive way. Or at the very least, he brainwashed this guy into believing that it was a positive experience.
A lot of stuff here about NLP, and over here is the stuff about mind control.
My response to him was very simple. Sometimes the apple falls far from the tree, and sometimes the apple is a wacko who believes he has psychic powers. You see, receiving a black belt from somebody who made a name for themselves doesn't necessarily make you legitimate. And getting a black belt from somebody who's a complete whack job doesn't necessarily mean that you yourself would be a bad martial artist. Take the doctor here, for example. He received a black belt from Ed Parker. Ed Parker made a very big name for himself in the martial arts industry. But the doctor is a wacko. Now let's look at Jack. Whatever his last name is, whether it's Tower or Williams, doesn't matter, but let's look at him. He received a black belt directly from Dr. John Law Tourette. Does that mean that he himself is a bad black belt? Not necessarily. Now, selling psychic courses, trying to sell that Kahuna disc crap, and slapping kids, that doesn't look good on him. With that said, time to give the good doctor some Dillmans. I'm sure the moment that you saw the very beginning of this video and him trying to move clouds with his mind, you probably already assumed this and you were probably correct. 5 out of 5 Dillmans. Dr. John Law Tourette has passed away, but as we've talked about before, that does not mean what he has taught is dead. Now we have Jack, who seems to have taken his place. And if that's the case, what's Jack gonna do? Is he going to continue to perpetuate the psychic power crap? Continue to sell the Kahuna energy disc? Continue to do the speed-hitting nonsense that the doctor did? Or does he take a different path? This brings us to the question of the day, brought to you by xmartial.com. Be sure to answer the question of the day in the comment sections below, so that way you could be entered for a chance to win a $100 gift voucher to use at xmartial.com. Or you could use promo code McDojoLife10 and get 10% off any purchase. Is it possible that someone could train with someone who's a complete wacko and still end up being okay? To me, there's a great chance that if you train with somebody who's a psychotic person for that long, that chances are good you yourself will also take up what they've taught you, believe the nonsense, pass down the nonsense, but maybe there's a chance that you go a different path. What do you think? Do you think it's possible that you can train under someone who's a complete wacko, receive a black belt, still represent them, but make a better change? Or do you think that you're just going to perpetuate the same crap they did? Be sure to answer that question in the comment sections below, so that way I know that you watched the entire video, and to also be entered to win a $100 gift voucher to use at xmartial.com. As always, thank you all for the likes, comments, shares, subscriptions, and memberships. Check out McDojoLife.com. Keep the martial arts legit.
Things just haven't been the same. Living strange since my baby joined that dojo. Joined a McDojo. Now she tries to